Antonio Damasio, a researcher in neuroscience, explains the mechanical way of consciousness through the both interacting parts, the self and the images.
But what is exactly that stuff that we lose under anesthesia or when we are in deep, dreamless sleep? Well, first of all, it is a mind which is a flow of mental images, and of course, consider images that can be sensory patterns, visual, such as you're having right now in relation to the stage and me, or auditory images, as you are having now in relation to my words. That flow of mental images is mine.
We are able to create images, but those always need the self as a reference. But there is something else that we are all experiencing in this room. We are not passive exhibitor of visual or auditory or tactile images. We have selves. We have a me that is automatically present in our minds right now. We own our minds. Our minds transcribe with the same strength the most intense facts we detect in an image. That's what builds our experiences.
Our body collects the images and information going to the brain. In order to treat it correctly, we need a stable reference called the self. And the final thing is that there is a very tight coupling between the regulation of our body within the brain and the body itself, unlike any other coupling.
The links between the different parts of ourselves are essential. You cannot have a conscious mind if you don't have the interaction between cerebral cortex and brainstem. You cannot have a conscious mind if you don't have the interaction between the brainstem and the body.
I think those other species have conscious minds like we do, except that they're not as rich as ours, because they don't have a cerebral cortex like we do. Finally, the main difference between species is that some, like primates and us, own an autobiographic self to a certain degree.